What is the saddest moment of your life? I was in 7th grade when my entire friend group decided I didn't exist anymore. Just like that. No warning, no explanation. Every day for 2 years, I sat at the same lunch table with Jake, Connor, and Ben. We'd trade Pokemon cards, share our chips, and laugh until milk came out of our noses. I thought these guys were my best friends forever. That Monday started perfect. I'd bought an extra chocolate chip cookie at the bake sale, planning to split it with Jake since he always forgot his lunch money. I walked into the cafeteria grinning, balancing my tray carefully so the cookie wouldn't slide off. But when I got to our table, something felt wrong. They were all sitting there, but nobody looked up when I approached. Usually Jake would wave me over or Connor would already be shuffling his cards for our daily game. "Hey guys," I said, setting my tray down in my usual spot. Jake finally looked up. His face was completely blank. "You can't sit here anymore." I laughed because I thought he was joking. "Very funny, move over." But nobody moved. Connor stared at his sandwich like it was the most interesting thing in the world. Ben picked at his apple slices. "We voted," Jake said, his voice flat. "You're too annoying to sit with us." My stomach dropped. The cafeteria noise around us seemed to get louder while our table went dead silent. I stood there holding my tray, waiting for someone to crack a smile or say, "Gotcha." Nothing. "What did I do wrong?" I asked, my voice cracking a little. Jake shrugged. "Nothing specific. We just don't want you here." The chocolate chip cookie fell off my tray and hit the floor. I bent down to pick it up, hoping they'd change their minds by the time I stood back up. But when I looked at them again, they were already talking to each other like I'd vanished. I walked to an empty table at the back of the cafeteria and sat down alone. My hands were shaking so bad I couldn't open my milk carton. I didn't eat anything. I just sat there staring at that stupid cookie, trying not to cry in front of everyone. That night I sobbed into my pillow until my mom knocked on my door. "Everything okay, honey?" "Yeah, just tired from school," I lied. The next day I tried again. Maybe they'd had a bad day. Maybe Jake's parents were fighting again and he was taking it out on everyone. But when I walked toward our table, Connor actually put his backpack in my old seat. "Table's full," he said without looking at me. I ate lunch in the bathroom stall that day, and the next day, and the day after that. My mom kept asking why I wasn't hungry at dinner anymore. I told her the school lunch was gross. She started packing me better sandwiches, but I'd just throw them away. Food tasted like cardboard when you're eating alone. The worst part wasn't even losing my friends. It was watching them replace me like I'd never existed. By Friday, some kid named Austin was sitting in my spot, laughing at Jake's dumb jokes and playing with my old Pokemon cards. I spent the rest of 7th grade invisible. Teachers noticed I seemed quieter, but nobody pushed. I told my parents school was fine. I told myself it didn't matter, but every lunch period felt like getting punched in the gut. It took me until 8th grade to find new friends. Even then, I was always waiting for them to decide I was too annoying too. Every time someone didn't text me back or forgot to save me a seat, I'd panic. Another full story on channel, link below.